It's day 3 of my Watertight challenge, and what's become apparent very early in this process is that there are a number of really significant contributors to our water footprint, and one of those things is clearly our washing machine. I'm going to do an experiment to see if I can work out exactly how much water one of these uses. So this washing machine is getting on a bit. It's 15 years old, and I suspect that it is not very water efficient. It's very hard to find any information about how much water it uses, so the only way I can think of doing it is to run a wash cycle, which I'm going to do, and then I've taken a meter reading as a baseline, and everyone's under strict instructions not to use any water until this is finished its cycle, and then we'll find out exactly how much water it uses. One thing to note on this old model of washing machine is that it has a number of settings, including a quick wash. I don't know what that means. It's just quick. It also has a button called extra rinse. Now, because it's not a very good washing machine, it tends not to rinse very effectively, and so I have in the past you press that button in to make sure that clothes were rinsed effectively. And again, I have no idea how much extra water that uses, but I suspect it's a significant amount. So we're going to find out more over the next couple of hours. And so without further ado, let's start the experiment. So we'll switch it on. It's all ready to go. And there we go. So the next thing to do is to wait until that's finished, and we'll go and take another meter reading, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, so the wash is finished, and we're back. I have been out to take a meter reading, and interestingly, the news is that this washing machine, on a standard 40-degree synthetic wash, used almost exactly 50 litres of water. So the next thing to do was to go, I did quite a bit of research to find out whether that constituted a lot. Actually, it's not too bad, and it's certainly not as much as I thought it would be in terms of, it's a lot of water, but I thought it would be more in terms of the proportion of our daily water usage. Interestingly, looking at new washing machines, there's a huge amount of information now about the water and energy consumption of a washing machine or any electrical product. The EU has its energy labelling scheme, and that has an index of water use per year on it, so you can make a cross comparison. There's some excellent websites that allow you to compare the water usage of different washing machines, and so there are some. The good news is there are some modern machines which we could get to replace this, which could reduce the water use per wash by around 20 or maybe even more, like 25%, which would make a significant dent on our water usage. They use the latest sort of steam technology and smart technology to actually calibrate the amount of water and increase the effectiveness of the detergent in the wash. And also the other thing I learned is that there are some large capacity machines, 12 kilo machines. This is a 5 kilo machine, and actually by simply doing that, they don't actually use proportionately that much more water. They may even use less, but importantly, you could actually reduce the number of washes you do a year, say, by maybe as much as 1 or 2 a week, which would be 50 to 100 washes less a year. Obviously, that's a significant amount of water that would be saved. Yeah, so watch this space. Maybe the next thing to do, if we can afford it, because that's the downside, they're very expensive. But maybe the next thing is that we do upgrade this after 15 years and it's retired. Having said that, there's nothing really wrong with it, so maybe we'll just persevere with this and try and be more efficient in the number of washes that we do.